we have Mr. Ashish Jain, who is a excellent leader of in the field of environment. His organization is not only working in solid waste, but they are very active in managing the air quality. They have installed a lot of air quality pollution control devices. So, Ashish, welcome to the session. And
Thank you.
we would like to listen from you on your experience in terms of what are the things that you see could change the game. I mean, could scale the initiatives, because right now what we want is that there are certain brands, there are certain responsible brands who have been undertaking EPR from last 5 years, but there are a lot of industries which are still not into this EPR. This thing there, because plastics is a kind of a universal packaging solution. So now plastics is used in every set of industry, but today we are seeing only one set of industry coming forward. Now, what are your ideas on how we can bring those stakeholders on the job, and also what solution you think that on ground solutions should be created for facilitate a model for PPP? So over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Kamal. Thank you, Akram, for organizing such a wonderful event and inviting me as a speaker. So, as a lot of thing has already been told by previous speaker, so I left with very few options or few value addition to this talk. As you ask how to scale this campaign about plastic waste management. So I think we all accept and understand that the policy regulation play a big role. So if we go 5 years ago, before 2016, when there was no regulations, no policy on the plastic waste management, so nothing was happening. Plastic was not considered as a rich resources, and there were no campaign, no participation from the individual or the industry. After this EPR rule came into force, and it became a statutory compliance tools for everybody. Industry become active and they started contributing their role in managing plastic waste. Although it's a 5 years journey, and we still not cover the entire country. All industries are not participating in this EPR campaign, or all industries are not contributing in developing collection type mechanism for the post consumer packaging, because there is still lack of awareness on the rules regulation, how to prepare action plan, what is the role of industry, what is the role of WMA, and how industry can monitor the WMA activities. There are a lot of gaps in interpretation of the rule. So now this latest version of plastic waste management, which came a few days back, 16th February 2022. So this version of rule has brought out a clarity on the understanding of rules, how to calculate the EPR liability. So now producer, brand owners, importers, everybody know how to calculate their EPR liability. There will be no duplicacy. So after this version, I am emphasizing that more people will come forward and they will get registered with the CPCB and State Pollution Control Board. Online portal through CPCB will work as a very important tool, because now means we policy is one side and ease of doing business is another important tool. So policymaker, including MOEF and CPCB, has to provide ease of doing business or ease of implementing EPR policy. So there will be no if and but in implementing whatever industry do. They should follow the SOP published by CPCB, and whatever they do, CPCB or any other organization should accept those EPR credibility. I think that was the major constraint means there was some fear among the industry in doing EPR, because SOPs was not clear, rules regulation was not clear. But I think all those constraint has been removed by the ministry after consulting a lot of stakeholders, and after giving so much efforts in bringing out the policy. So the coming year, I'm assuming and hoping that many industries will do their EPR liability very transparently on honesty, and they will strengthen the collection mechanism of post plastic waste. And I would also like to mention plastic waste management is not only about the collection, transportation, recycling. It's also about encouraging people participation because plastic is consumed by the common man. Everybody, every living being is consuming plastic in multiple way. So without their participation, without their participation in source segregation and zero littering, we won't be able to achieve what we want to achieve. We want to achieve our Prime Minister goal to make plastic free India by 2023. And this vision will not be possible without people participation. Industry can only put industry can put only money and identify right agency to to work on the ground, but we have to educate the stakeholders like raisins, shopkeepers, community, so that they can behave properly and uh, be a responsible citizen for plastic waste management. And that's why IPCA is not only engaging in collection, transporting, and recycling. We are also engaging, creating awareness among the stakeholders, and we are running very beautiful campaign like my 10 kg plastic campaign and bottle for change campaign. We are motivating where we are encouraging people to segregate waste at source, and we are providing doorstep collection services to the raisins. So these kind of campaign should be replicated in other part of the countries, and industries should also look after how to engage people in not only industry, government also look after how to engage people in this campaign. Single use plastic, I think we should not merge these two topic together, EPR and single use plastic. Both are different verticals. Single use plastic, there are certain kind of plastic which is not very necessary for a human being, and if something is not desirable or is not required, or in our day to day life, that should be eliminated from the system, although it should not affect the quality of products which we are consuming. If there are certain category of plastic which is not affecting the quality of product which we are consuming, and it's not directly hampering the business of our industry, that can be eliminated with a proper planning and strategy. So I am with the single use plastic elimination with product category wise. It should not be the plastic category wise. So like whatever 19 items mentioned in the rules, it's absolutely okay, but there should be some alternatives, and those alternatives should also be eco-friendly products. It will not add additional problem or burden to the environment. So that's my submission to this panel, and looking forward for any question, answer, or interaction.